Hi everyone, welcome to the platform track. I'm Steph Kershaw, the Channel Sales Manager at Magento, and I'm your MC for this session. The next session we have here is with the Product Manager for PageBuilder at Adobe, Olena. She's a PageBuilder champion within Adobe, and she's going to be covering the transforming the shopper experience with Magento PageBuilder. I'm going to be able to ask Olena questions at the end of this session, so please use the chat box and the Q&A for all of your questions, and we'll speak to Olena at the end of her session. Over to you, Olena.
Thank you, Stephanie. Hello, guys, for you across the globe joining this session. Thank you. I'm really happy to have this opportunity to connect with you all during this time of uncertainty. And we are all currently have difficult situations, and we need to find the ways to adapt to what becomes new normal. And this is obviously very challenging for all of us. And as a Magento community, we can just be there for each other and support each other in any possible way, as any of what is going on across the globe is actually easier for anyone. So all what I'm saying here is that being a part of Magento community is now precious more than ever. And thank you for staying together while staying 6 feet apart. Yeah, I believe we can skip the introduction as Stephanie already introduced me. So in today's session, I'm going to review the importance of the content and how it's changing over time with the business and technology become more and more mature. Then I'll talk through the set of the tools that Magento makes available for you to achieve the business goals and in the content authoring space, and share some of the insights about what the features to expect next. To close out the session, I leave you with some of the sources that help us as a community to stay connected on a day-to-day basis. Almost 25 years ago, Bill Gates mentioned that content would grow its importance and in a digital era and become more and more of a product itself. In the commerce space, content is rather a team player, combining product with compelling proposition through mixture of content, convenience, and choice. And it's a heart of a good e-commerce strategy. For all of the attention that content has received in recent years, it is still an area where marketers recognize they can have true influence over the sales and overall experience. Optimizing the customer experience is still a top priority for the business leaders, and this is followed by the data-driven marketing and creating compelling content. We can look at these top 3 bars as the key aspects that influence customer value proposition for buying online. Why customer visits, stay, and return. Interesting is that key page upgrades were ranked as important by 83% of retailers, and that provides insight about how important those pages are for improving the conversion from the tactical standpoint. For a long time, desktop shopping experience was prioritized first, and mobile was just neglected. That created a significant gap between the revenue driven on mobile versus the desktop in relation to the share of the traffic that each of that have. When we look at the reasons why shoppers don't convert, we see that 4 out of 5 reasons are actually related to the websites are just not designed for mobile users. And that emphasizes the priority of knowing a customer, who they are, what channels they use, and optimize their customer experience specifically for them. Having these priorities in mind, we are prioritizing technologies that help you to execute content strategy in the most efficient way. So let's take a look on the stack of the most recent updates that Magento has to offer in the content authoring space. First, I want to talk about PageBuilder. Intuitive drag-and-drop tool designed for non-technical users to quickly launch rich and compelling shopping experiences. We are pleased to see that merchants radically accelerating their ability to deliver fresh content to their customers. A year after PageBuilder was launched, we already have more than 700 clients actively using it to manage their websites. PageBuilder has 16 core content types available to combine within a cohesive shopping experience. That's enough to cover 80% of the most business needs. And if there are more, this list can be actually extended and custom components can be added that are designed specifically to your business needs. Yeah. PageBuilder offers the option to choose how many columns grid to use on each set of the elements, and your business teams can easily combine even and odd numbers of columns within one content element. That enables many content layout variations that are simply not achievable with the fixed number of columns grid. There are multiple ways for your business teams to blend their content and commerce on their websites with PageBuilder. First of all, PageBuilder offers the option on how products are showcased within the content. There are two options: as a static product grid, where all of the matched products displayed at the same time, or product carousel, where matched products are split between slides that rotate. Each of the options has its own set of the settings that allow to fine-tune the experience to the desired state. There are options to select products to display. You can choose from the category or display products from the list of their SKUs, or just simply use custom combination of product attributes to pull the products from your catalog to the website. Product recommendation module adds a new content type to PageBuilder that allows users to bring Sensei-powered product recommendations to literally anywhere on your website. In PageBuilder, users can reuse and repurpose the website content easily. Any page, blog, product information or category information can be saved as a template and used anywhere else within the same Magento instance. And navigating through the templates and finding the appropriate one to use is an easy task with the preview that is available for the template and various options to filter and search for the templates. Another good use case to take advantage of their content templates is saving content fragment that performed well and then leverage this element as a best practice when working on the new campaigns. And all of this obviously make the time to live for your content updates much shorter. We also added video as a background option to the PageBuilder content. Video is proven to grab more customers' attention and improve conversion up to 20%. Merchants can now use videos to make home and landing pages more engaging. In order to streamline creative workflow, we now support videos from any source. It can be stored on CDN, web server, or embedded from YouTube or Vimeo. It's up to you to choose where to store your assets. I want to highlight a couple of merchants as pioneers in accelerating their digital content creation workflows with PageBuilder. They all prioritized rich shopping experience delivered in a timely manner. In January this year, Exercise for Less launched a website with PageBuilder using PWA storefront. With their partner GH, they completely redesigned their experience to enable digital communication with their clients. It shows a great example of combining merchant tools and performance optimization benefit for the business. In September last year, Jasco, a B2B white label retailer, together with the partner Classy Llama, launched their new website with PageBuilder. They wanted to have freedom of managing their content at scale without any external dependencies that slow down the process. And that was the key reason why Jasco chose Magento with the PageBuilder at the first place. Bauhaus went live with PageBuilder even before it was officially released in March 2019. They built all the website content in-house, and they keep it updated with a small team of content editors. They are doing an amazing job switching homepage content 2 times a week to keep it fresh and relevant for their clients. We're happy to see PageBuilder transforming our clients' business and happy to help them to achieve their business goals. So let's switch gears and talk about other exciting updates Magento has to offer. Starting from Magento 2.4, we release replacement of the media gallery. And the new media gallery that's going to be available offers a searchable interface for media assets in Magento. Business users can find images by just simply searching and filtering and sorting them. Images load to the search result 30 times faster than in the old media gallery. And new media gallery user experience allows user to easily navigate through the search results using pagination, see additional image information, such as where the image is actually used on the Magento storefront. Adobe Stock integration was released with Magento 2.3.4 earlier this year and brought creative assets closer to you. Direct integration with Magento Admin offers access to millions of Adobe Stock images from inside of Magento Media Gallery. With that, your business teams can reach for the image, easily preview it inside of their content, make sure it's exactly the right image, and license this image when it's proven to fit inside the content. With the upcoming Magento 2.4 release, we are integrating the creative assets even further and allow filter and filter the images that come from stock and search for them directly in the media gallery. And that enables your teams to find the stock images inside your own assets, license those images, and clean up the rest of the previews that are not needed for your business purposes. So that is it in terms of the tool set. I'm ready to switch gears to the roadmap and tell you what's coming next. PageBuilder, when it was released, was a game changer. And we are planning to continuously improve it over time. And the next priority that we have for the end of this year is to add the ability for the storefront content preview on different breakpoints. So it is possible to see how the content will look across the devices. And start adding more and more capabilities about enabling business users to fine-tune the experience in the content to different viewports. So the first step would be enabling the content layout optimization for mobile and desktop devices separately, and providing the layout templates that should streamline this process and enable you to achieve the desired layout in a shorter period of time. Over the next year, the plan is to add more in terms of that mobile content layout optimization and add image lazy loading, responsive typography, and improve further the content templates that are already available and make them to append the content that your teams are working on, not just replace that content. So, as I said earlier, the new media gallery is coming with Magento 2.4 release, and we're not going to stop there. And the plan is to improve it even further and enable the media gallery to support the metadata from the images and use this metadata for image search and filtering inside the media gallery. We also plan to improve the experience of managing the assets inside the media gallery with the finding duplicates of the images, finding the images that are used on certain areas of the storefront, like being able to filter the images that are part of the CMS pages and further drill down the filter by whether the page is actually live or not, and which storefront this page is assigned to, and certain parameters that help to find the exact page where the asset is used. In the Adobe stock world, we are going to add some of the new features with the ability to further integrate the Adobe stock images with the media gallery. And I'm really pleased to announce the start of the new project in next quarter, basically integrating Adobe Substance into Magento to enable 3D model support inside of Magento product catalog. We're going to start with supporting 3D models on simple products and enable 3D viewing of these 3D models on website storefront and AR capabilities on mobile devices. Both Android and iOS is going to be supported. And the next step for the Substance integration next year, we're planning to integrate the 3D assets even further into Magento and introduce them to the media gallery and enable to add the 3D models directly into your content with PageBuilder. So last thing that I want to bring your attention is that we are, as a company, become more and more open in terms of the roadmaps and the feature development that we're doing. And for the PageBuilder and Adobe Stock integration and Substance integration, there are publicly available GitHub repositories where you can find the list, the kind of the roadmap for those tracks, and you can track the progress on certain features. And I definitely encourage you to participate, because the better things happen when we do it together. That is all from my side. Thank you for your time and attention. I really, really appreciate that. Unfortunately, I, as a speaker, couldn't have any personal connection with you right now. It's really weird that kind of I'm staring at my screen and don't see your eyes and don't really know you as my audience. But I guess this is like new normal that we are all need to get used to at some point. And like the thing that I realized about myself during this time is actually personal contact is very important. So hopefully I would have an option to see you next year in person and shake your hands. Thank you, guys.
Thanks so much, Olena. Thanks so much for your presentation. We've got some questions. So we've got 5 minutes, so I'm going to get through them if that's okay. First question is, does the PageBuilder have a preview facility? It would be great if we could see the page, what it looks like before it's deployed on a desktop and mobile, or is that on the roadmap?
Yeah, as I said, this is a part of roadmap. We plan to release this capability later this year, and that would enable the full storefront preview capabilities and ability to switch between different viewports to make sure that the content looks perfect across all of the touch points that you are optimizing it.
Okay. How is the feedback from merchants feeding into the product roadmap so it improves based on real life issues?
So lots of their items that I shared with the roadmap actually came from the real feedback from merchants, and we see lots of feedback about optimizing the content for mobile devices and what we can do better in that space, and that greatly contributes to this roadmap.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, I'm just rattling through here. There's quite a few questions that people are asking. So, sorry, it's a bit of a quick fire round. What approach do you take in identifying candidate blocks to include in the toolbox?
I'm not sure what toolbox means here.
Okay, we will come back to that one, no problem.
Yeah, if someone can clarify or just reach out directly to me.
Okay, no problem. A question here, was there a reason the accordion function was removed between Bluefoot and PageBuilder?
Yeah, it's kind of shame to admit, but there was a reason, and it's really simple. We just didn't have time to edit, and that's why it was just removed. Okay. Yeah, I just want to keep it honest.
Absolutely. How closely is the PageBuilder team working with the PWA team in terms of moving aspects to 100% GraphQL?
So, as you might know, now PageBuilder content can be rendered on PWA storefronts designed with PWA Studio. And that was a great breakthrough done like basically very early this year. I hasn't mentioned that. And further on, the PageBuilder team is going to keep that and all of the features that we are adding to PageBuilder are going to be supported for the PWA storefronts.
Perfect. Will PageBuilder ever be available on open source?
I love this question. Actually, I truly believe it's gonna be available, and I think it can happen rather sooner than later. But I don't have anything specific, unfortunately, to share. But definitely, this is something that we reconsider on a regular basis.
Okay, last question, because we've got a tight schedule and we need to wrap up. Is there a basic blog feature planned in the future?
So with the blog functionality, we are working with a couple of our partners to make sure that their blog extensions are fully compatible with PageBuilder. And this is what we are planning to rely on in the future. And I suggest to come back to those extensions if you are planning to use the plugin.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you again for your time. Thanks everyone for joining us. That wraps up this session. We have a 5-minute changeover. You can stay with us on the platform track. We have Megan Harrons coming up next, or you can move to another track. And don't forget, you can speak to your sponsors who have made this event happen, especially JH, and they're available on the expo track. So thanks again, Olena, and thanks everyone for joining.